I met Ethan in my first year of college. I was 18, shy, always hiding behind my sketchbook. He was different, confident, loud, the kind of person who made everyone laugh. We were in the same art class. One day, he plopped down next to me. "Nice drawing," he said, pointing at my half-finished sketch of a tree. I blushed. "It's nothing," I mumbled. He grinned. "It's something, Mia. You're good." My heart skipped. That's how it started. We became friends. Not best friends, not at first, but close enough to talk every day. We'd sit in the campus cafe, sipping cheap coffee, arguing about music. He loved rock, I liked indie. "Your taste is weird," he'd tease, nudging my shoulder. I'd laugh, but inside, my stomach flipped. I didn't know I loved him right away. It crept up on me. The way his eyes crinkled when he smiled. The way he'd listen when I rambled about my dreams of being an artist. The way he'd text me at midnight with silly memes. By our second year, I was in deep, but I never said a word. Ethan was my friend, my safe place. What if I told him and he laughed? Or worse, what if he stopped talking to me? I couldn't risk it. So I kept quiet, burying my feelings in my sketches. I drew him once, in secret, a portrait of him laughing, his hair messy. I hid it in my drawer, afraid he'd see. We spent more time together. Study sessions turned into late-night walks. He'd tell me about his life, his dad's pressure to study business, his dream to travel the world. "You get me, Mia," he said one night, lying on the grass, staring at the stars. I wanted to say, "I love you," but I just nodded. "Yeah, Ido." Then Sophie came along. She was in our art class, too. Bold, beautiful, always surrounded by people. One day, I saw Ethan talking to her. He was smiling the same smile he gave me. My chest tightened. "She's cool," he told me later. "We're hanging out this weekend." I forced a smile. "That's great." It wasn't great. I watched them grow closer. They'd sit together in class, whispering, laughing. He still talked to me, but it wasn't the same.
He de cancel plans.
"Sorry, Mia." Sophie wanted to grab dinner. I'd nod, my throat burning. I hated myself for feeling jealous. He wasn't mine. He never was. One night I saw them at a party. They were dancing, her arms around his neck. He looked happy. I left early, tears stinging my eyes. At home, I pulled out my sketch of him and stared at it. Why couldn't I just tell him? The answer was simple: fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of losing him. So I stayed silent, letting my heart break a little more each day. By our final year, Ethan and Sophie were a couple. They were everywhere, holding hands, posting cute photos online. I tried to be happy for him. "You guys look good together," I told him once, my voice steady. He grinned. "Thanks, Mia. You're the best." Those words hurt more than I expected. Graduation came. Ethan got a job in another city. "I'm moving next month," he told me over coffee. My heart sank. "That's big," I said. He nodded.
"Yeah. New start, you know?"
I wanted to scream, "Stay.
Choose me."
But I didn't. I just hugged him goodbye, my arms lingering too long. The day he left, I stood at the train station with him and Sophie. She kissed him, and he smiled. "Take care, Mia," he said, pulling me into a hug. "Don't stop drawing, okay?" I nodded, my eyes wet. "You too," I whispered. He waved as the train pulled away. I watched until it disappeared. That night I cried. Not just for Ethan, but for me.
For the words I never said.
For the chances I didn't take. I felt like I'd lost something I never even had. The months after were hard. I moved back home, got a job at a small design firm. I threw myself into work, sketching logos, posters, anything to keep my mind off him. But he was still there. In the quiet moments, I'd see his posts online, him and Sophie, traveling, laughing. Each one was a reminder of what I'd never have. I stopped drawing for myself. My sketchbook stayed closed. My mom noticed. "What's wrong, Mia?" she asked one night. I shrugged. "Just tired." But I wasn't tired. I was stuck, trapped in a love I couldn't let go of. One day, I found my old sketch of Ethan, the one I'd hidden. I stared at it, his face so clear, so real. I wanted to tear it up, but I couldn't. Instead, I started drawing again. Not him, but me. A girl with a broken heart, standing in the rain. A girl learning to smile again. Each sketch felt like a small step forward. A year later, I heard Ethan was back in town. Sophie wasn't with him. They'd broken up. My heart raced at the thought of seeing him, but I didn't reach out. I wasn't ready. Then he texted me.
Hey, Mia.
In town for a bit. Coffee. I stared at the message, my hands shaking. I wanted to say no. I wanted to protect myself. But I typed, sure. We met at our old campus cafe. He looked the same, maybe a little tired. "It's been a while," he said, smiling. I nodded.
Yeah.
We talked about work, life, old memories. It was easy like before, but it wasn't the same. "Mia," he said, his voice softer. "I missed you." My heart stopped. For a moment, I imagined telling him everything. I loved you. I still do. But I didn't. I saw the truth in his eyes. He cared about me, but not the way I wanted. He never would. "I missed you too," I said, and I meant it.
But I also knew something else.
I didn't need him to love me back. I needed to love myself. We hugged goodbye. "Don't be a stranger," he said. I smiled. "I won't." But as I walked away, I felt a weight lift. I wasn't carrying him anymore. I went home and opened my sketchbook. I drew a new picture, a girl standing tall, her heart open, her eyes bright. That was me. Not the girl who loved in silence, but the girl who learned to speak, even if only to herself. I started a YouTube channel, sharing my art and my story. I talked about the love I never confessed, the pain of holding it in, the freedom of letting it go. People watched. They commented. "This is my story too," one wrote. I smiled, tears in my eyes. I wasn't alone. Now I'm 24. I'm not afraid to feel anymore. I date, I laugh, I dream. I don't know if I'll ever see Ethan again, and that's okay. He was a chapter, not the whole book. My story is mine to write.
Hey, you.
Thanks for listening to my story. Have you ever loved someone and kept it a secret? Or maybe you took the leap and told them. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If this story touched you, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Let's keep sharing our hearts, one story at a time.